You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, I said a while back I didn't know why the University of Michigan would ever entertain the idea of being punished for anything in college football from the NCAA. Why? Because it's my feeling the NCAA is essentially dead. They're being eaten alive by lawsuits coming from everywhere. And then you've got the issue of the playoffs, how the revenue's structured, conferences are collapsing, and it looks like there's about to be a massive, and this will change college football forever, and I don't know that it will feel like college football anymore. But the NFL has now entered the chat. And we know one thing. If NFL owners and Roger Goodell can figure out a way to line their pockets, they're going to do it. And the NFL is currently working with college presidents. And the NCAA looks like it may be about to die, like we've predicted for a long time. We know that college football players are getting a little revenue and, of course, NIL, but this is going to change everything. They've already got, they think, a name for the league, or at least their working name for a football league that will essentially become the NFL's minor league system. And holy crap, this is a bombshell unlike anything we have thought about in quite some time. And by the way, this also gives the NFL an avenue to be able to take some landscape on Saturdays, which they stay away from during the college season right now. No word on how this is going to affect any television agreements, because we know those are massive with ESPN, etc. But they would certainly figure out how to get it worked out. So this is Florio. He just dropped this. It's from an article from The Athletic. The NCAA is dead. The long overdue reckoning has killed it. The powers that be know it's time to move on, and they're trying to, with the only solution that can introduce control into chaos that has become college football. Is this one of the reasons why Nick Saban said to hell with it? You got to wonder. Andrew Marchand and Stuart Mandel of theathletic.com report that a group of college presidents working with NFL executive Brian Rolapp and others are trying to form what is going to be called, quote, a super league. Wow. The current system would blow up. The conferences would fold. Think about that. The Big Ten and SEC would vanish. And you're talking about a couple of very powerful sports entities. Look, the SEC and Big Ten are much powerful than the NCAA now. The playoff system would go extinct. In their place would be a league with 70 fixed teams and 10 others that will be subject to regulation and promotion from the remaining 60 schools. The, quote, Super League would have 8 to 10 divisions with division winners and 8 wild cards, qualifying for a 16-team playoff. Holy this is nuts. College football would essentially become pro football, which it already is, without the levers and protections that create stability for teams. The idea would be to embrace a unionized workforce, which would legitimize rules in the absence of a multi-employer bargaining unit or antitrust violations that have been hiding in plain sight for years. Now that no one now that one case after another is proving these violations of federal law and racking up potential liability that it currently exceeds $5 billion and counting. Those who get it know that college football needs a break glass in event of emergency. The emergency has arrived. 2 school presidents gave on-the-record quotes to theathletic.com regarding the situation. Quote, "The current model for governing and managing college athletics is dead." Syracuse Chancellor Kent Syverud said, I don't know if that name's right, but it is what it is. Quote, "We are in an existential crisis," added West Virginia President Gordon G., also to theathletic.com. They're right. It's over. The system is and has been inherently corrupt, and the corruption is being exposed through viable litigation that will continue to blow massive holes in the budgets of conferences and their members. Quote, I really think conferences in the NCAA are a very significant likelihood of going bankrupt in the near future because of lawsuits. Both the ones that are going to trial soon and those that will follow. That's the Syracuse chancellor making that statement. That's the point we made in a recent item regarding Dartmouth men's basketball team. Yeah, they're supposed to try to unionize. Quote, "For decades, the schools have refused to dip a toe in the pay the players' pool," he wrote. Now that successful litigation against the rampant antitrust violations have dropped a shark in the water. The only way to get a bigger boat is to embrace the concept of a national unionized workforce. It won't be easy. Many within the structure will resist. They'll resist because they'll still refuse to realize it's the only way out of the mess they've created and maintained. Wow. That could certainly be the news of the day. But it looks like, at least as it stands right now, the NCAA is very close to dying. As in, it's over. I've been saying for a long time, it's been dying. It looks like it's close to being dead. And now the NFL is involved. And for a lot of years, of course, the unwritten, unspoken thing has been that college football has been the minor leagues for the NFL forever. Now the NFL wants to get involved. And it looks like that's exactly where we're going. Is that the NFL will essentially have, and this is what I feel like, college football teams will become the minor leagues of the NFL. In my opinion, a super league, they're calling it. 16 playoff teams, 8 to 10 division winners. All I'm going to say about this, and a lot of people are not going to like it, but I could see this very well happening, and I'm going to tell you why. If the NFL can put the shield on it, Fox Sports and ESPN will back Brinks trucks up to get involved and to pay out the teeth and to stream. And can you imagine all the avenues that are going to no longer be consumer friendly probably? We've seen the NFL doesn't care about that. You know, over the air programming, over the air antenna, nah, they don't care. Stream it. Peacock, Amazon Prime, etc. That's absolutely nuts. Look, I always thought the NCAA would die or is dead. I didn't see necessarily the Big Ten and the SEC dying. I thought you would just ultimately have 2 massive conferences. Well, I guess there's a lot of work that's being done behind the scenes. The Super League. Wow. Question is, if they're going to be NFL potentially affiliated, are you going to see more NFL coaches wanting to coach in college? I don't know. This is crazy. It's crazy. I didn't expect to see this morning, but there's got to be something brewing with the NCAA that's massive behind the scenes. And evidently they've already talked to a lot of colleges, working with college presidents, plural. These a-holes have been scheming behind the scenes for no telling how long. Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.